Brie, and it's nutritious time. Hi guys, today we are going to be learning about carbohydrates, but I'll probably refer to them as carbs. You guys might have heard your parents talk about carbs. Maybe they mentioned trying to avoid carbs or following a low-carb diet, but today we're going to talk about what are carbs, where you can find them, and how they're used in the body. There are a couple different kinds of carbohydrates. You have simple carbohydrates, which include sugars. Sugars are found in foods like cookies, cakes, and ice cream. Super delicious, not very nutritious. Next, you have refined carbohydrates. These carbohydrates are found in foods like white bread, white pasta, and white rice. And the next category is unrefined carbohydrates. These carbohydrates are found in foods like whole wheat bread, whole wheat pasta, brown rice, as well as in foods like fruits and vegetables. The difference between refined and unrefined carbohydrates is that unrefined carbohydrates have fiber, protein, and B vitamins, whereas refined carbohydrates have had those removed. So just to recap, we've been talking about carbohydrates. There are three kinds: simple, refined, and unrefined. Now we're going to be talking about carbohydrates in our bodies. When you eat carbs, a hormone called insulin gets to work breaking them down. You can kind of think of insulin as the big bad wolf. You can think of simple sugars as that first straw house, super easy to break down. Think of the last time you ate a bunch of chocolate cake. Chances are you felt super energized at first, but then maybe really sleepy and lethargic. The next type of carbohydrates are refined carbohydrates. You can kind of think of it like that log house, right? So insulin has a harder time breaking it down, but it's still not too difficult. Think of maybe when you ate a lot of pasta. Perhaps you felt hungrier sooner than you think you should have. And the last kind of carbohydrates can be thought of as that third brick house. Pretty hard to break down. You can think of these as like whole wheat bread. You're gonna feel fuller for longer. So now that we've talked about what carbohydrates are, what they do in your body, let's talk about which ones are the best choices. We don't like to say that any foods are completely off limits, but some foods are healthier than others. You can kind of think of this like a traffic light. So up at the top, we have that red light. These foods are your whoa foods. They should be eaten for special occasions and in moderation. Foods in the whoa category include simple sugars. These are candies, cakes, cookies, and ice creams. Delicious, but not nutritious. The second one is the yellow lights. These ones are your slow foods. So these foods are fine to eat in moderation, but they shouldn't be your first choice. This includes your refined carbohydrates, white breads, white pastas, white rice. And your last category is your go foods. These ones are good to reach for whenever you feel hungry and are always a great option. Foods in this category include brown rice, whole wheat bread, whole wheat pasta, fruits, and vegetables. So now that we've learned all about carbohydrates, I want you to think about what foods you've eaten today. Were they mostly whoa foods, slow foods, or go foods?